Welcome back. This is Colonel Russ Barnes with the next session of Networking to Achieve Your Goals. The first question, why do you network? People network for a variety of purposes, but in reality, people network for no purposes at all. By which I mean, they don't understand why they're networking. Many people think that a networking event is for the purpose of gathering business cards. And so they gather their success, they base their success on how many business cards they've had. Wow, I had 30 business cards. That was a really great networking session. Can you follow up on 30 business cards? Maybe that's not the right criteria. Some people base their networking success on how good the food was. Wow, that was a great buffet. Didn't you enjoy that? Yeah, I hope they do this again. But what networking is really about is building relationships. So when you plan to go to a networking event, do your homework. Have an understanding of who's going to be there. When you know what you do and you know who you are and you know what you need, the networking event is that perfect opportunity to connect with someone who can help you advance down your path. So when you have an understanding of who you're trying to connect with, then your networking becomes purposeful. And so as you go into the networking situation, if you remember that people do business with people they know, like, and trust, and that people hire people, then you want to also make sure that you are making that right connection. You want to demonstrate interest in what they do. You need to do that, of course, because you need to know what they do and how they feel about what they do, so you can determine whether or not that is the right fit and that's the right connection for you. But when you think about why you network, always make sure you keep in mind it's to build relationships. So when you go to a networking event, you have already identified that there are certain type of people who will be at that event. You can figure it out. If you go to a Toastmasters event, there's certain type of people there. If you go to the Chamber of Commerce, there's another type of people there. Even which Chamber of Commerce? Some Chamber of Commerce are focused on big businesses, and some other chambers are focused on small businesses. So you can select which Chamber of Commerce event you go to based upon if those are the type of people you would like to connect with. So you've already done your homework, you figured out who you want to connect with, and once you get to that event, you should be looking for a maximum of 5 business cards. Looking in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 business cards. So you can have great conversations all evening long, but you know you're looking for those 3 to 5 key people. In some cases it may even be 1 or 2, but a maximum of about 5 people, because why? When you go home, you need to follow up with those people. And you need to recall some things from the conversation. And this is how I follow up. When I get home, the first thing I do is I go on LinkedIn. And I want to know just a little bit more about them beyond the conversation that we've had. I want to know if they like playing chess. I enjoy playing chess. So if I enjoy playing chess and they enjoy playing chess, it gives us a point of conversation that accelerates the know, like, and trust. Once I've gotten some of these basic background things and I know where they're coming from and a little bit more about their experience, I put together an email. And the email says, I'd like to follow up with you. I really enjoyed our conversation. In this conversation, what particularly interested me is when you talked about this. Now, when they read this email, they're going to get a recollection of who you were and what that conversation was about. And then you follow on with saying, it would be really great if we could get together for a cup of coffee or a lunch. It would be my treat, and I look forward to having the opportunity to meet with you. Now, why would it be your treat? Because when you give, then people are much more likely to have a good feeling about you and make that arrangement and make that connection. And it really opens up and begins to blossom that relationship. Building mutually beneficial relationships. Those are the 4 key words for why you network.